Guys, me and Bella are going to be working on the Hellcat a little bit after hours. We got the train horns wrapped up on the, I don't know what you call that truck, the Gulf truck today. We've got the silver truck wrapped up. He's going to be picking it up at the end of the week. And then we've also got the shorty to work on. We're about to get all these trucks out of here, get this blue truck in for the engine swap. And then Lucas Miller's truck, we've got his dyno day scheduled. And we have got the list of parts that still need to be finished. One nitrous line, we got the 10-bar map on the way. Got to do a little bit of extending on the harness, and then that thing is going to be ready to go. Still got to start it, warmed up, do an idle log for the tuner, and then that thing's going to be ready to make some power, guys. Long time coming on that one. Great to see it. I feel like I give y'all that update every week, but I just want to keep y'all updated with where things are sitting in the shop. Bubba has been working on the Hellcat. Me and him worked on it a little bit. Was that Friday, Bubba? Yeah, Friday we got the Brimbos. Well, he already had the Brimbos off from another day when I was going to get the trailer. Let's take a look at the Hellcat. So we had been really debating on whether or not we were going to take the brakes off and rebuild them and powder coat them, because it's a pretty big deal to take Brimbos apart. Ain't it, Bub?
It wasn't a debate. I said no and you said yes.
Well, so my fight in this argument is you have this really white car that we're doing all this white powder coating and the brushed wheels, and then you've got some bright red calipers. Now, if I liked the color red, that wouldn't be a problem, but I do not like the color red. Hence why y'all have never seen a red truck, that we owned at least. So we got the Brembo calipers off. He got them broke down. Took you forever to do, didn't it? It
sucks.
Yeah, it sucks. It's going to suck putting them back together, but they're going to look so good once they're on the truck, or the car. Sorry, I'm used to saying truck. But we got the Brembos off front and rear. All the air ride stuff is in as far as the bags. We're going to be working on getting the air management in. I'm kind of working on compressor placement and the air management placement. We also got our tanks back from powder coat. So Hellcat is going to make some progress. Right now, Bubba is actually working on taking off the supercharger lid for us to put the billet snout on. We got a billet snout from FAS. As you can see, it is much more ported than the factory snout, and this thing's actually going to be able to breathe now. We also got our carbon intake in from Leg Maker. They did not sponsor us in any way, but the product does look pretty good. I can't always just shout out the sponsors, man. If the stuff looks good, it looks good.
Great for his money shot.
Money shot. Oh, Blake.
What?
They knew it was me.
No, I'm gonna write my name beside it.
You want to write Bubba right there? You want to write Bubba right there, man? It might flow more.
Probably.
Yeah. So this is a stock supercharger that's ported. We're going to be taking everything off of our factory supercharger so we can send that in as a core at FAS. We got the new computer installed, and we're going to be working on the Hellcat today. Let's get this thing running. I want to. We're still missing some parts for it, though, so it's not going to run anytime in the next week, but we got something going. guys, we've almost got the air ride wrapped up in the trunk of the Charger. Me and Bubba have managed to put the air management, both tanks, both compressors, all the wiring under the factory hatch, which is pretty impressive in my opinion. And he's drilling some holes, adding some things. Those are 1/4-inch bulkhead fittings. So there's actually another push connect in that goes on the other side of the car. And that's how we're gonna run air to the rest of the bags to go up and down and stuff like that. But Bubba's working on getting that done. We're missing a couple fittings. But once we get those fittings in, you can go ahead. Once we get those fittings in, we'll be able to wrap the car up air ride wise. We still will not be able to set it on the ground until we get our brakes back though. I guess we could, no, I was gonna say we could put the rotors on, but that's just too much work for no reason. Yeah. Also, got me some Ching Chong Nagasaki's ordered for the rear of the car. Went to order tires. They actually discontinued the tire that's on here for some reason. So they sold me some Ling Long Ching Chongs because they said you're going to do burnouts anyways. It doesn't matter. And I agree with them. So as far as the car goes, we are kind of on a hold with the blower. There's the blower lid. We have a full gasket kit coming for the blower. I thought it would come with all the stuff, but I don't have a gasket kit. So this gasket actually ripped, taking off the snout off the other one. So we don't want to risk having a boost leak. So we are actually going to be getting a full gasket kit. I think I ordered it off the internet last night, but hopefully we'll get this thing together here soon. We've got our fuel injector clinic, brand new injectors. I'm not sure what CC they are. This is our first Hellcat we've built, so I kind of just told them whatever you recommend. And this is kind of their 850 package that they wanted to send me. So like I said, the car should be making around 850 to 900 on pump. And if we can manage to find some E85 around here, we can make over 1,000. But it'll be a really, really fun car. I'm probably going to keep it in that 850 range because it's still going to be stock engine and stock trans. So we do not want to push those. But hopefully we get the trans tuning lined out. I know the trans tuning is very crucial on these cars, especially when you start making this much power. And then we're gonna start making it look pretty after that. You know, with the white calipers, I got clear side markers for the car, and we've got some other little goodies coming in. But I think Bubba's tight. Are you tightening the bulkhead fittings?
No, I'm just putting that.
But yeah, the trunk setup turned out amazing. Like, we'll be able to put the full trunk over it. I'll still be able to put golf clubs, anything I want in the back. Like I said, we are just missing a couple fittings. I believe we're going to route this hose into the side of this tank right here. That looks pretty clean, and we're going to do it vice versa over there. Still got a little bit of wires and stuff to hide and some air lines to plumb. But we already do have the air lines plumbed from the front bags back to about the middle of the car. And now we need to run them all the way back. And we went ahead and removed the exhaust, as you saw in that video. So I think we're going to be doing a Borla catback exhaust because we already have cat deletes. So we're going to do a Borla catback. There's our cat deletes. There's all our coil packs. We did end up pulling the valve covers for them to be powder coated white. Just couldn't handle the orange, guys. I wish the engine wasn't orange. If I could do something about that, I would. But hopefully this thing turns out really nice and it's a good little ripper. But we're gonna get back to work on this thing. All right, guys. So we've got all the air lines plumbed. Check out all my previous endeavors. We're gonna clean this thing when we're done.
No, that was there when you bought it.
Yeah, that was there when I bought the Colin. But so we got the airline ran. I ended up cutting the fender well and running this airline on both sides through the fender well right here. And Bubba actually ran the airline from the fronts over the fender well. We tied them in together right here, zip tied them all nice. And then we ended up, still gotta cut that zip tie. We ended up, oh my God, I found all the rubber.
Oh, there's a lot.
There's a lot under here. All right. So I did kill about 3 sets of tires, but I didn't know it was this bad. Anyways, okay. So we did end up running the airlines through the back bumper out of this hole that, you know, may not have been there before, but it is now. Yeah, it was a factory hole. Yeah, sure. Whatever. And then here's all our bulkheads. So we've got 4. We got front driver, front passenger, and then we got both rears. And this 5th one back here is our dump, actually. So it doesn't really matter. It's just going to blow into the air when we let the air out of the system. But it actually turned out really, really clean. All the airlines are hidden very well. And it all looks really good, and we shouldn't have any rubbing issues. Number one thing when you're doing air, and I even saw some problems out of some cars at SEMA, there was like 2 Nissans, 2 GTRs that were blowing flames out the back, and they got their back of the car so hot that they melted the airlines and they caught on fire. So the biggest concern of mine was keeping the airlines far away from any exhaust or anything like that. So the way we routed them, I think we're gonna be fine. Hopefully we don't have any problems, but I'm really excited to see this thing on the ground. All right, guys, so there's two things we need to go over. Show registration. Show and shine registration is open. General admission tickets are not open. You will buy those at the front gate, even if you buy a show and shine registration. So your show and shine registration is gonna cover the admission of the truck to be judged and be eligible for trophies. You do not have to have the registration if you're in a vendor's booth, but if you do want to be judged at all and you are in a vendor's booth, you will still have to have the registration. That's March 15th, 16th, 2024. As far as other stuff, there's something I really need y'all to do. It is let me know which exhaust you would like us to do on the car. Do you want to see a Borla? Do you want to see a Corsa? I wasn't planning on making this car very loud, but with the cat deletes and the full exhaust, it's going to be pretty loud. But it's kind of snowballed like every build that we take apart does, and I'm okay with it because it's usually my choice. I'll sell it in a couple months because I get tired of hearing it. But go ahead and drop a like and a comment and a subscription. I know a lot of y'all still regularly watch the videos, but you're not subscribed, and I'm not sure why, because it'll give you notifications as soon as we drop a video. But appreciate y'all for watching. I'm gonna try and pump y'all out another video this week. Bubba, tell them you love them. Mwah. Bubba loves y'all. See y'all. One thing I forgot to mention, this is going to be your last chance to get orders in before Christmas. This video is dropping on a Tuesday. Anything that we ship later than Wednesday is probably not going to make it before Christmas. So if you got some last minute gifts you need to get, you want a coolant pipe for yourself or your boyfriend, girlfriend, make sure to drop in the comments of your order, say something about Christmas, and we're going to cover the extra shipping to try and get it to you if you place the order by tomorrow. Appreciate y'all for helping out so much with the coolant pipes and the merch. Hope y'all have a Merry Christmas.